Welcome you all students. I come up with a question from the sectional solid. The question is a hexagonal pyramid, side of base 25 mm and altitude 60 mm rests with its base on HP and with a side of base parallel to VP. It is cut by a cutting plane inclined at 30 degree to HP and perpendicular to VP and is bisecting the axis. Draw the sectional plan of the pyramid and the true shape of the section. Okay, this is the given question for us, for which we are going to make the sectional plan of the pyramid and the true shape of the section. Okay, fine. First of all, take the given data. Try to take what are the data has been given in the question. So what about the object? Object is a hexagonal pyramid. Hexagonal pyramid. And its base side is 25 mm. 25 mm. And altitude height is given. That means axis height, which is 60 mm. 60 mm. And then resting. How it is resting? Resting with its base on HP with the side of the base parallel to VP. It is notable. Side of base parallel to VP. While positioning, we have to make sure the side is parallel to VP. Okay, and then it cut by a cutting plane. They are talking about the cutting plane CP or the section plane. We can call it as section plane as well. Section plane. Okay, it is given inclined 30 degree to HP and perpendicular to VP. It is also given and is bisecting the axis. So it is been placed by bisecting the axis. Okay, draw the sectional plan of the pyramid and the true shape of the section. This is our demand in the question. Okay, fine. So first of all, go for the reference line. I'm going to draw here. Just go for a reference line. X, Y. Above the reference line is VP and below it's a HP. What's the object given for us? It's a hexagonal pyramid. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The base is with a hexagon, so we can call it as hexagonal pyramid. It has a base, and this part we call it as apex or apex or vertex. Okay, these are the portions we call it as triangular faces. These are the slant edges. Okay, fine. First of all, let me position the object. Just consider this ground as a horizontal plane and this board as a vertical plane. Okay, and it is been placed with the base on HP. So on HP, the base is being kept. And how it is kept? Side parallel to VP. So while we are keeping on HP with the base, one of these sides should be parallel to VP. Okay, this is side, this is side, this is side, this is side. So see, you have to make one of the edge or side parallel to VP. So we need to position the object something like this. Okay, for which we can take the observation from the top and the front view, and then we can just cut the object and then we can see the section. Okay, fine. So in the top view we can get the true shape. Okay, we know the procedure to draw the hexagon. That means by the circle method we used to draw it. How will you make it? First of all, if you want it, you want to draw the edge, and afterwards we need to find the center for it. Am I right? So if it is with 25 mm side, we need to draw the line with 20 mm side, right? And afterwards we need to, that means first of all we can take the horizontal line, since it is one of the side is being kept parallel. So first we need to draw a 25 mm horizontal line. Afterwards you need a center. So just measure a distance in your compass and go for a cut mark from both sides. So you will get the center. By keeping this center, go for a circle. so that the circle will be something like this. Something like this. What is next? From this end, just have a cut mark. From this end, just have a cut mark with the same 25 mm. Just have a cut mark. Just have a cut mark. If you connect all the intersection point on the circumference of this circle, you will get the what? Hexagon. Okay. The same procedure you follow in order to construct the thing. Okay. So I am here drawing it. One of the side to be parallel. So the position must be something like this. Okay. The approximate manner I gonna draw it in order to make it neat. I'm using this shortcut. So here this side will be getting something like this. Okay. Okay, fine. The hexagon, it's a pyramid, so we will have the apex. When you are constructing with the circular method, you will find the center. Okay, this is the apex. If I name this as A, B, C, D, E and this is F, this will be the apex O. When you are looking from the top for a hexagonal pyramid, all these slant edges are visible. Okay, so just go for a line connecting all the slant edges. Okay, something like this. You need to do it. Initially, do all the construction with very thin lines. Okay, because it says what section. So after having the cut plane, only we come to know what is the portion is visible. That means what is the portion is the remaining portion and what is the removed portions. Okay, so first of all go with the very thin line. Let's come to the front view. For that, take all the projectors from each and every corners like this. Just take the projectors from each and every corners. And the axis height is given 60 mm. Raise the axis up to 60 mm. The axis must be taken 60 mm and just close the boundaries. Close the boundaries. So you will get the thing something like this. Okay. This is the apex O dash. O dash. When you are looking from the front, A, B, C, D will be visible. A is a visible, B is a visible, C is a visible and D is a visible. E and F is a invisible. E invisible and F invisible. Right? Make it like this. Till now you should draw all the construction line with very thin manner. Okay. What is next? After constructing the front view and top view? Yes, we need to position the cutting plane. Cutting plane is just inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Am I right? Inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Inclined to HP in the sense something like this, perpendicular to VP. So this is how the object is being placed when you come to the part of the cutting plane. Okay, this is how. So we need to cut the object something like this. So the true length of the or else the cut, I can say the cut will happen in the front view since it is being placed like this. Okay, the cut will happen in the front view. Okay, so what is the condition given? What is the condition given? It is bisecting the axis. Okay, inclination and perpendicular to VP, it's okay, but it is bisecting the axis. What do you mean by bisecting? Bisecting in the sense, I can say just dividing the portion into two equal parts. Okay, dividing the portion into two equal parts. That means bisecting the axis, this cutting plane is being placed. So that if it is 60 mm height, at the 30 you need to specify a point. Okay, it is divided into two equal parts. That's known as a bisecting. Or we can say midpoint. We need to find the midpoint for the axis. So in the 30 you need to keep a point. So by keeping the point, just keep your protractor something like this and measure 30 degree. Okay, 30 degree and go for what? The cutting plane. So we know the representation of cutting plane, long line dash, long line dash. This is how we need to do it. Okay. In the front view it is happening, and we know the portion which is lying between the observer and the cutting plane. Observer and the cutting plane is the removed portion, and the portion lying between the cutting plane and the reference line is the record portion. It's a remaining portion. So that the record portions or remaining portion should be made as a dark one. So make as a dark line for the remaining portion. Make as a dark line. Okay. All the edges are dark lines. The remaining portion make as a dark line, something like this. This is the removed portion, so it should be very thin. Once it cut, it form the new base, truncated pyramid I can say. It form a new base, top base. So we need to specify the name for the cutting points. Okay. So here see, the cutting plane is having cut in between O to A edge. There will be a point. So I naming as 1 dash. There is no invisible edges, so we can leave it. Okay. Go to the next. Go to the next position. Here you can see it is between. Here we have cut between O to B slant edge and between O to F. One is visible and another one is invisible. For visible I am going to give as 2 dash, and for invisible I just opening the bracket. Behind the things there is a edge O to F. It is invisible, but I am leaving it. Okay. I am giving the name for the visible one. And then go to the next portion. Here you can see there is a cut between O to C slant edge and O to E slant edge. Am I right? O to C is a visible edge. For that I am going to give the name as 3 dash. And O to E, it's an invisible edge. For that I am just giving the brackets. I am not giving the name. Okay, fine. And then come to the next position. Here there is a cut between O to D. One edge, it's a visible edge. I am giving the name as 4 dash. After completing all the visible edges name, we need to come in return to mark the invisible points. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 is given, so this would be your 5 and this would be your 6. You need to come in reverse, right to left, in order to mark the invisible points. Okay, after completing all those the points, cutting points, just come to the top view. Okay, in order to get the sectional plan of the pyramid. Plan in the sense it's a top view. In order to get it, just give the projector to the top view to specify those things. Okay, fine. First take the one. Okay, 1 is between apex O and A. Try to intersect with the same slant edge O to A. So this would be your first point. Have you got it? This would be your first point, 1. Okay, and then second one, it is between O and B. Am I right? O and B. Just take the projector and intersect it. Okay, in between O and B there is a intersection point. It will be your 2. And see, in between O and F there is 6. So when you are having the projector in between O and F, you will get a cut point which is 6. Have you got it? And move to the next. From 3 and 5 get the projector. 3 and 5 get the projector. When you are getting the projector, see O to C there is a that point. O to C we have a cut which is a that point. And between O to E we have 5. So when you are having the projector O to E, we got the cut point which is what? 5. Number 5. And next, move to the next one. The 4 is between O to D. Just have a projector. Have a projector. When you are having the projector, it intersects with O to D slant edge. It will be your 4. Now try to connect all those picked points to one another. Something like this. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and 5 to 6, and 6 to again with 1. Okay, something like this. So this is the newly formed base, top base. So make it as a dark one. When you are having the HSAT measurement, you will get the HSAT or the shape of the object. When you are having the look from the top, all the slant edges are visible. So make the connection between the slant edges. 3 to C, 4 to D, and then 5 to E, then 6 to F, something like this. Okay. Now see, this is the portion. The cutting plane is influenced, so section happen at this particular place. So what we have to do is we need to section the object by using the hatching. Okay, we have to capture with the hatching in order to specify it is sectioned. Okay, so just have a inclined line with a 45-degree with the equal spacing of how much? 3 mm. The hatching should be with a inclination 45 degree, and the gap should be with 3 mm. Okay, this is how the hatching should be made. What is next? Now the section plan of pyramid is found. Next is the true shape of the section. How will you get the true shape? When you are looking the object 90 degree to it. Am I right? Where we had a cut here. Am I right? So if you do the observation just 90 degree to the cutting plane, we will get the true shape. So for which what we will do is we will have the axillary plane. Okay, we will have the axillary plane just parallel to cutting plane or section plane. Just have the parallel line. Okay, it is nothing but the newly reference line x1 y1, we call it as axillary plane. Okay, so now just take the projector from each and every cutting point, 1, 2, from 3 as well from 4, something like this, you will get it. Okay, afterwards measure the respective measurement perpendicular distance from the top view and just convey it to the projector line. Okay, I gonna make for the first point. Okay, just get the perpendicular distance. So from the reference line HY, just measure the perpendicular distance, and in the respective line 1 have a cut mark. So here you will get cut, this is 1. And then move to the second one. Just measure the perpendicular distance from the reference line, and in the particular line you can have a cut, you will get 2. Then the same line we have 6. So take the measurement and the same line just having the cut mark, you will get the 6th point. Okay, you are measuring from the HY line and you are conveying from the HY line in the respective line with the measurement taken from the top view. And just take the measurement for the 3, it should be a very good perpendicular distance, and from the third projector have a cut, so you will get 3. Take the measurement of 5 which is in the same projector, just convey it, you will get 5th one. Next, take the measurement of D, the perpendicular distance in the same projector from the 4, just have a cut mark, you will get 4th point. Okay, by connecting all those chosen point, you get the true shape of the section. It's a section, so just go for a hatching. Hatching should be with a 45-degree inclination and with the gap maintained 3 mm, something like this. Okay, you need to represent it. Okay, this is the sectional plan of the sectional plan. Okay, this is the true shape of the section, true shape of the section. Okay, so we have completed the things, and next the measurement work needs to be done. So here the base edge measurement is given, which is with 25 mm, for which note down with the measurement dimension line by taking above the line as 25. Note it something like this. Next, what about the height of the object? It is 60 mm. So here have a horizontal line and note the dimension line parallel to the axis and right above the line 60. Okay, and there is no measurement, it is having the bisection, so it is dividing the axis into equal parts, no need to specify it. Okay, any other measurement? Yeah, we have the inclination 30 degree for the cutting plane, right? It should be specified. Here is the cutting plane. Okay, so we can specify here. I just having the horizontal line nearby it. Okay, and have the inclination by specifying like this and write 30 degree. Okay, fine. At last, have a note. All dimensions are in in a neat manner by having the guideline. Write all dimensions or in okay. Also you can write about the scale. Here we didn't disturb anything, as it is given in the question we have captured the thing. So write scale 1:1. It's a true scale. Okay, I hope you understood how to work when you are having such things. Okay, thank you so much.